So at this time of the year, when you've got some spare space in the garden, it's always worth making a little box like this out of some old scrap wood. And what we do then is make sure that you've turned the ground over and just put some sand in the bottom to give it some extra drainage. And we're going to put some cuttings in here, but we're going to put really, you get a couple of hundred in this box. These are box cuttings, but only because they're soft at the moment. But any soft shrub cuttings at this time of the year, so Forsythia will be making new growth, Deutzias, Philadelphus, the mock orange, they'll all be making new growth now. That's ideal growth to put into here to make those cuttings for the end of the year. So we've covered cuttings before, so all you need to do is make sure that the cuttings are only about so big. They don't need to be any bigger than that, just a couple of inches. And then put them in the frame, just tuck them in, make a decent line of them, and cover a whole line of them like that. And then when they're finished, really just make sure you water them in. And remember, we talked about watering properly before. Just make sure there's plenty of moisture in there. And then this is the important thing, is to get a sheet of glass that makes an airtight fitting over the box really. And make sure that it's covered with some whitewash to stop the sun's rays going through. But obviously put the whitewash side inside, so if it does rain, it won't wash off. Just cover it over like that. You need to keep an eye on it maybe about once a week just to give it some water. And by September, you'll be potting those plants into pots to put out into the garden.